If you are planning to migrate from Windows to Linux, you must create a bootable drive first. The process is actually so easy that even 10-year-olds can do it. But don't worry, I will guide you every step of the way. Welcome to TDG, and today I will guide you on how to make a bootable drive for Linux Mint. You're going to need a spare flash drive. You don't need much. A 4GB USB drive is enough for this. You can use your old drives or the ones you're about to throw away. If you have files in the drive, make sure to create a backup because it will be wiped off when we create a bootable drive later on.
You also need to download the Linux Mint ISO file. I've included the official download link in the description. Choose the version that you need, but if you're looking for something to replace Windows, then I suggest you choose the full version called Cinnamon. When you go to the download page, just look for Cinnamon and click Download. Scroll down a bit and you'll see Download Link Mirrors. Just click one closest to you and it will start the download right away. Make sure to save the download file to a directory you can easily remember and find. Please download only from official channels for your security. Another thing you're going to need is Rufus. You're going to use this little software to create a bootable USB. When you visit the download page, find the one that says Standard and click the link to begin the download. It's a small file, so it'll be fast. There are other flashing software online, but this one I personally tested. Once you have everything ready, let's proceed with how to actually create a bootable drive. Plug in the flash drive you want to use for this project. Make sure the drive is actually working properly. In my case, this is the USB I use for installing Windows, and as you can see, this is a bootable drive. If your computer can read it, then it's good. Now run Rufus. No need to install it, it will just open in an instant. If it prompts you to check for updates online, just click No. This is Rufus's interface. If you've already plugged in the USB, it will automatically be selected in the device section. If you've plugged in 2 or more devices, make sure to select the one you want to flash Linux on. And just below that, make sure that disk or ISO image is selected. Then, to locate the ISO file, click Select. Navigate to the directory where you save the file and select it from there. For the partition scheme, choose MBR, and for the target system, select BIOS or UEFI. Basically, after selecting the ISO, just leave everything as is. When ready, click on Start. You may be prompted to select a mode, so choose Write in ISO Image Mode and click OK. If another pop-up shows telling you need to download a couple of files, just choose Yes. Rufus will automatically download the files needed and will proceed to flashing Linux Mint into the USB. All you have to do now is wait until the flashing is finished. It's probably going to take 5 minutes or more.
Once finished, tap Close to shut down Rufus. And that's it! You've actually just created your Linux Mint bootable USB. You can use it to install Linux Mint on your computer. If you'd asked, will my computer be able to run Linux Mint? Well, if your computer can run Windows 10 or 11, or even an older version of Windows, then the answer is yes. In fact, in this tutorial, I will install Linux Mint on a very old Japanese laptop I bought secondhand several years ago. I was about to throw this laptop away since I have my MacBook, but with Linux, I can still use it. So stick around as I will show you how to install Linux Mint on an old laptop.
So this is my old laptop. Its keyboard has already been damaged a long time ago, so I'm using an external one. And this is the bootable USB with Linux Mint in it. I do apologize for the quality of the video. This is the best I could do as I'm just using a phone to record this. To begin, let's plug the USB in. Then, let's turn the laptop on. We need to go into the BIOS to choose to boot from USB. For this, let's press on F2. Once inside the BIOS, we'll head on to the Boot section. Let's move the SanDisk device, which is the bootable USB, above the Kingston device, which is the SSD I installed on this laptop. Once finished, press F10 to save the changes and then reboot. Now the laptop will boot Linux from the USB. Let's choose Start Linux Mint. And if you see these white and blue texts, don't worry, it's normal. When you reach the desktop, you can test how Linux actually works on your laptop, and more often than not, you'll feel that your old computer is more responsive than when it was running Windows.
At this point, you haven't installed Linux Mint yet. And to do that, just double-click on Install Linux Mint in the upper left corner of the screen. You'll be prompted to choose your language, and for this tutorial, let's use English. Then you'll have to choose your keyboard layout. You will then be prompted to connect to a network. You can connect now or later, it depends on you. When you reach the Multimedia Codec screen, make sure to check the box to install the codecs necessary for playing media on your laptop. Then continue and just use the default settings. When you reach the Installation Type screen, you have to choose whether to wipe off all contents of your drive or just shrink it. In this case, I will choose Erase Disk and continue. Now, create your username and password, then hit Continue. Now, you'll just have to relax and wait as Linux Mint is being installed on your computer. This will take several minutes, but everything at this point is pretty straightforward. You can do chores and just come back to check. Nothing will go wrong at this point.
When the installation is done, you'll be prompted to restart your computer, so do that. Then you'll be prompted again, but this time to remove the USB and then hit Enter. Your computer will reboot normally after that. At this point, you've already successfully installed Linux Mint on your computer. So enjoy it. It needs a bit of time getting used to it. If this video has been helpful, please hit the like icon or watch more of my videos. Thanks for watching.